Manu Singhvi. Joining me on the show is the senior counsel himself. Mr. Singhvi, thank you so much for your time. Should an inquest proceeding prolong for 50 days, sir, is that permissible under the law, and is there a precedent?
Let me start with a couple of quick caveats, Maria, that I don't believe in being that breed which will argue this case before channels while I'm appearing in the matter. I'm only appearing to summarize my contentions because the case is over, reserved. If it was coming on Thursday, I wouldn't appear on the channel. It's not coming. And I'm not going to second guess the judge. That's the judge's job. I'm only going to give you a summary of my stand. But to answer your specific point, there is absolutely no such time limit. And let me very briefly tell you, everything possible, every possible charge, death, suicide, murder, intimidation, blah, blah, assault, whatever, it is not in any person's doubt, lawyer or non-lawyer, that, and this is a contention I made to the learned judge, that everything happened in Bombay. That's point one, Mumbai. Point two, consequently, you cannot have Bihar registering an FIR in the first place. Thirdly, you cannot transfer what you don't own. Can you transfer your spectacles to me if you don't own the spectacles? So Bihar can hardly transfer to CBI a FIR on which it has no jurisdiction. Fourth, just imagine, Maria, you don't have to be a lawyer for this, or your viewers. I have a hit and run in Mumbai. Maybe I or even the victim, both of us don't like Mumbai. So we drive to Karnataka and register a case in Karnataka. Or A kills B in Mumbai, and because the father of that B lives in Jammu and Kashmir, he says, I was shocked and felt depressed. So Jammu and Kashmir will investigate it. You need to be a lawyer for this.
But Mr.
That
Singhvi,
is the lack of jurisdiction.
But Mr.
The
Singhvi,
second, and there is no time limit for what you said about registering an FIR.
okay.
The Mumbai police has investigated 56 person statements because they want to be sure before they call it a suicide or a murder that either they are not accusing innocent people or they are not also just formally closing it as suicide.
Okay.
And that
Mr. Singhvi,
investigation will lead to an FIR if an unnatural cause of death is found.
You know, in a high-profile case such as this, why should the people, friends, family and fans not be keen on knowing the truth as soon as possible? Despite 50 days, Mumbai police could not really conclude anything.
But 50 days, who has given you this impression that 50 days is inordinate or there is a time limit in the statute? 50 days is sounding like 50 months or 50 years. Just imagine if the suicide verdict had been given by the police and the case closed as suicide after 1 week. Would not all of you, including channels, be saying it's too short, it's perfunctory, it's formal, or 2 weeks? So, you know, it's like the Panchtantra tale. It is to be left to the police. And tell me, suppose the police, this is the most important point, suppose the police has done wrong in Mumbai. You have a magistrate in Mumbai, you can go and complain to the magistrate and he can direct the police. After all, an investigation in Timbuktu, you have to complain to that place's courts are there. You can't go to Bihar and file an FIR because you are not satisfied with the investigation of the Bombay police. Let me assume that Mumbai police has done something wrong with which the victim or the father or the family or the deceased is not satisfied. Does it mean you can go and file a case in Kerala? And the larger issue, Maria, which is very important for your viewers to understand, is federalism. I gave the example to the learned judge. Suppose the central government is political color X. There will be at least one state in India which will also be political color X. Now, crime happens in state Y, and it has maybe political overtones. The central government doesn't agree with it, and therefore it asks its political color state X to start an investigation. Take the reverse. Suppose a state is inimically opposed to the Prime Minister of India. Some offense happens in Delhi. That state files an FIR against the Prime Minister, starts investigating.
Okay, Mr. Singhvi, let me put this argument here.
All crime is local. All crime is local. There is a basic principle of law.
Okay.
Therefore, the crime is committed in Mumbai, good, bad or indifferent. You have courts in Mumbai, magistrates in Mumbai, High Court in Mumbai, and police in Mumbai. That's about it.
Yes. Mr. Singhvi, you talked about the impending elections in Bihar and Patna registering an FIR because Sushant belonged to Bihar. If this has to do with political gains, then why shouldn't the counter argument be valued and accepted at the same time? Bihar government says that Maharashtra police is protecting somebody powerful. Maharashtra government, for whom you appeared, sir, you are saying that that has to do with political motives because of the elections in Bihar. If the pandemic situation improves, then it will take place in October, November. In this case, when there is fight of jurisdiction between the two states, don't you think CBI is best suited for investigation?
No, this is the point. Let me give you, forget the present case. X happens in Kerala, and the whole of India says that there is a political thing in it. Can Jammu and Kashmir take charge of that case because there is a political cover-up in Kerala? I want to ask that. On what principle of law? The simple procedure is you have to protest to a magistrate and to the High Court, and they will set right. The High Court is not part of the government of Kerala. Number two, where does Bihar have jurisdiction? You know the basis on which Bihar claims jurisdiction? A, that it's a sensitive case. B, that consequences are felt all over India. C, that the victim's father lives in Bihar. Tell me if any of these principles you can. Third, if Bihar has no jurisdiction, how can they transfer to CBI? I have no problem. CBI can request the state of Maharashtra tomorrow. There is a provision in the law, Section 6, which says CBI has to request, and if the state of Maharashtra gives consent, it can go to CBI. CBI has not requested. Bihar is filing an FIR and saying, this is my jewelry, I claim it, whereas it is not owned by Bihar, the jewelry is not Bihar, then they say we are transferring jewelry to CBI.
But it's about an actor, aspirations, youth, sir. It's not about jewelry.
Sir, madam, unfortunately, youth, aspirations, sensitivity, Bollywood, fame, flamboyance are not tests of law. On that test of law, Assam cases will be tried in Kerala. That's not the law. And the rule is that those who don't protect the law will not protect them. And I want to say this also, that today, the Supreme Court has a separate power, independent of everybody, to transfer to CBI. But 3 judgments of Supreme Court have used this phrase, they are not my words, madam. Extremely sparingly, extraordinary cases, when they find perversity in that the investigation of Mumbai has failed, or they say virtually rarest of rare case. Now, what applies here? 50 days have passed. The entire sealed cover envelope of Mumbai police is with the judge. The petition of Bihar or of the father of the deceased points out not a single perversity except delay of 50 days. Is that a ground for transferring to CBI?
Okay. I
said today that it is a matter of principle of federalism, which the Maharashtra government is standing for. Maharashtra is least bothered ultimately, but for this principle, matter of principle, whether CBI investigates or I investigate. But CBI can request me under Section 6. And if the state government agrees, it will agree. Otherwise, the court can be approached.
All right. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your views on the arguments made by the Maharashtra government. Let me